Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Made with Love. My name is Heather and today is Saturday, June 21st of 2025. So I've been going through my jewelry, seeing what I'm keeping, getting rid of everything like that. And I needed a new bracelet holder. I used to have one. I think it was I just used an old paper towel holder, and I just put like an empty paper towel roll, covered it in drawer liner, and that's what I used. So I'm going to do something very similar. So I have this paper towel holder. It's well used. It's, a little bit stained, or not stained, I guess corroded. So I'm going to paint it black. I'm just going to use this Armor Coat enamel interior exterior, just as general purpose black gloss durable finish. Cheap one. I don't remember if this was the cheap one from Walmart or Canadian Tire, one of the two. I don't remember who sells the Armor Coat. So I'm just going to spray paint this black. Do that in a little bit, and then I've also got a chunk of pool noodle. I use these when I'm making my gnomes, and so of course I'll say like the hole, you can't really fit in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the X-Acto knife. I'm going to cut this. Hopefully this will work. If I cut it, I can pull it apart, maybe get it on there. It's just I could try to scrape this out. I was thinking I could do that too. But I just thought, I think it'd be easier if I just slice through it. So I'm going to see if that works. And then I'm going to coat this in this shelf and drawer liner that I bought at the dollar store recently. I liked the pattern on it. It gives that stone look, which I think is just perfect for my house. And then I also have masking tape and clear tape. I know when I go to put this on, I'll need some clear tape to probably hold it in place. But I also know that this sticky shelf liner will not stick to the foam. So I have the clear tape and the masking tape, because I'm not quite sure which is going to stick better to the foam roller, or the foam, not roller, the foam pool noodle. Because I've done these with other things, like the foam rollers. I've also done that, making a jewelry or like a necklace, or not necklace, a ring holder with the little curlers have the foam in it. And that's what I found, was this type of stuff does not stick to them. You need to put something else and then find something that's sticky that will stick to this material. So like I said, I don't remember if it was the packing tape or the masking tape. So I've got both. So first I'm going to run out to the garage and spray this. Alright, so it's just a cold, rainy Saturday afternoon. So I'm just going to see. Okay, it is working. The tip looked clogged. So I'm just going to give it a nice spray here. Trying to spray on some surfaces is tricky. I should have laid it down. Probably would have been easier. Oh well. One of those things as you're painting, I'm like, well, I should have done it the other way. Now see, just spray from the top and let it drift down there. That works better. So I'm just going to give that some time to dry. And just trying to see, does it say how long it takes to dry? Second coat within an hour. I don't know how long it takes to dry. I'm trying to figure this out. It really varies. And it's a cold, rainy day. Just a cold, rainy day, so my garage is kind of cold this morning, or this afternoon, I guess. It's around noon. So I'm just going to give that time to dry, and in the meantime, I'm going to work on the other piece. Alright, so I'm just going to take my X-Acto knife, and I'm just going to start to cut into this. I kind of already did a little bit, just want to see how, you have to kind of cut in and My blade is only about half the thickness of the pool noodle, so I'm going to have to go through several times to cut through. Like I said, I already did like a first scoring. Make sure I get this to open up and even this out in here. There. Then I realized I can't really do the next step until the paint has dried, because I gotta make I don't know the exact width or width this is gonna be. So I'll have to just set this aside and wait for the paint to dry. So smart. I don't think I had to paint the whole thing, but that's okay. Just one of those things. As you're doing this and you see, oh, this will work and this won't work, and I'm like, I could cover this in the shelf liner, only to realize that, you know, I don't know. I have to be able to slip this on, so there's no point in covering it until I have it slipped over top of the other holder. So I will be back when I guess I'm ready to put this all together, and then I can cover it. So the paint has dried. I just have it sitting on a paper towel because it's a little tacky, and I just don't want to get paint on my coffee table here. I'm just going to move this. I'm just going to raise the coffee table up so I don't have to bend over. But here we go. So I've got this all done, and I've got this cut through. So now I'm just going to slide this on here. Almost a perfect fit. I just have to pull this, so then all the black is hidden like that. And that's also why I'm using this stuff, because I wasn't sure once you cut, well, I was going to cover this anyways, but once it's cut and you have to make that, I wasn't sure how tight I would be able to get it to close. I got my packing tape here, which I'm gonna say I'm kind of mad that last time I used it, I don't know where the end is. I always try to do that. Why can't I find the end on this tape? There it is. I usually fold it over itself so I know right where the end is. For some reason, last time I used this, maybe I wasn't the last person to use this tape. Tape on like that. So now it's taped up. So now I'm going to use this. Just going to squeeze it to make sure it's tight. There we go. Now I'm going to cover the rest of this with this strips of this tape, just so I have something better for the shelf liner to attach to. Let's see, make sure I get in the right length of strips. I just need one more strip, and the pool noodle will be covered in the clear packing tape. Oops, I gotta get a new piece of tape and I got my phone and I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I just had to get the phone, and then I did put the last piece of tape on here. So now this is all covered in tape. I'm just gonna grab, oops, one more piece. I'm just gonna go around the bottom. Why is it doing this to me now? Just gonna go around the bottom here to make sure that it's like I got the whole bottom done. And that's also just gonna help hold it in place. And then up here at the top, I'm just gonna put a piece of tape across the top. And now my tape is all funny because it just, I don't know. Every once in a while, you know, tape just wants to tear. I don't know what I just did. Okay. I usually find with tape, when you try to speed up, that's when the tape, you know, doesn't want to do what it's supposed to do. Let's see. Snip off this top part up here that's all crooked and funny. Just gonna take a little chunk here and taped up at the very top. I'm gonna lower this. I could stand up or I could just lower my coffee table so I can just see the top a little bit better. Just put the tape across that way. Put a piece of tape across the other way. And then I'll put one more piece of tape up around the top part like I did for the bottom to make sure that all this is all sealed. That. So now we've got this is all ready to add this paper to. Just going to do this. Stuff in my way. Cut down to, I don't know, whatever this line here is. I like that these ones have the grid lines. Makes it so much easier when trying to place this stuff. And I know this is going to be more than I need. Oops. But that's okay. I like to have it longer than I need. And then I'm just going to do a dry fit here. I'm just going to roll this. Oops. I need this to go straight. This kind of meets. It's going to go to, I'll do here. I do want it to overlap a little bit, so I'm going 2 squares past where I think it will, so it will actually overlap itself. There. And I'm going to do the cut side in and have the, so So the side I cut is what I'm going to start from first. Of course, this just wants to roll on me. Let's do this. Just going to lay this down. Oops. Don't want it to stick to that quite yet. Here, and I'm just going to roll. And I rolled crooked. Let's try this another way. I'm going to find where the black bar is. I'll do this. I'm going to line this here and go straight up. I'm just going to do this a little bit slower. Make sure it's all nice and smooth. And then up here at the top, I'm just going to cut some slits in here. Just going to do 4 slits. And just kind of bend it down on top of itself. You have like a nice finish at the top. Like that. There we go. I've got my bracelet holder made. I'm just going to go grab some bracelets and kind of show you, kind of like, you know, just show you how useful this is going to be. Right, I just grabbed a whole bunch of my bracelets that were in the Ziploc bag. I'm just going to separate these. So I've got different ones. So I'm going to start with all the bangles, because these I do like my bangles, but I don't wear them as often as I do other ones I've got. And then I have other bracelets that have like real stones in them, like and those ones I keep in my jewelry box. But I just like to have some on display. So I'm gonna got them on, not to get them off. I'm gonna start with the bangles. I'm gonna put the silver ones in down first, just because I usually wear the gold more than the silver. That one's gold, silver. Of course, it helps if I just go slowly. Can't put like too many down at once. And then I'll put the gold ones. Oops, there's another silver one. And I've got some of the gold ones here. Now I'll say the one downfall with the bracelets on something like this, especially the ones that don't have any clasps, like this one has a clasp. Oops. And this one just, you know, it used to have a clasp. Those ones are easy to get off. So any that you put down first, make sure the ones that are at the bottom are ones that you're not going to wear often, because you end up having to take every bracelet off to get to them. I know that. But this was just, I really want some of my bracelets just to be, you know, showing off. I got these colored ones, and then I've got some with little shells, or not shells, pearls in them. And I got some of these stones. These ones actually came with my watch. One of the watches my husband got me came with these bracelets. Actually, there's two watches. These big bracelets like this, and then the other ones, the solid color ones. These also came with a watch. Then I'll just put this one. Oops. Although this one doesn't want to sit, I guess I can make it sit. And I got go like this, so you can just see. I'm just kind of layering them up. Now this one, I don't know if this one's gonna fit across because it does have the clasp. There we go. But it is a pool noodle, so you can kind of squeeze it a little bit. Then I got some of these stone ones. I like these colors. Just gonna kind of break up the bright colors with the other ones. Just do like that. There we go. So just to see, and then just grab my other earring holders. Watch out, baby kitty. And then when I figure out where these are going to get displayed, you know, you can kind of see that they kind of go together. So these ones here are already black. So by painting this black, it already matches with these ones. And so I've got like earrings here, bracelets and earrings. Yeah, so I'm just gonna add more of my bracelets to this, but this is gonna get my jewelry organized and out of the Ziploc bags that they are currently in. So that was just a very easy craft. My only thing was it's raining today, so it's cold. My garage is cold. The paint is still a little tacky, even though I painted them at like around noon. It is now just after 5:30, so it's taken, and that was only one coat. Whenever you saw me spray paint, that's all I painted them. I didn't need a lot of paint. I will say the bottom does need a little bit of touch up because I didn't really worry about the bottom, but when I go to display it, I will, before I do that, I might just take some black, not the spray paint, but just some black trim clad type paint and just paint the bottom black, just so it's all consistent, because there was a few places around the edge too that, you know, got black on me just now. So it's just kind of too cold to paint anything today. It's just a rainy Saturday afternoon, so I'm just doing some crafting. So I've got that made. It's not perfect. I can say, you know, bringing sliding the bracelets down, the paper did kind of crinkle a little bit. Even when I was rolling it, it was kind of bubbling up. I don't care. I've got lots more of this shelf liner. It's easy to recover the shelf liner. It's good enough for now. It's going to mostly be covered with my bracelets anyways, so like I said, I'm not too worried about that. Oops, I'm dropping my phone. Okay, yeah, so very simple, easy little bracelet holder with just a few items I had around my house. Like I said, it was just, this one here is extra tall because this is the toilet paper holder. I have made these with just the paper towel, so it would just be about maybe this high. I don't know. You know, maybe about where these bracelets are, so it's not going to be as tall. Like this is twice as tall as the other one I had made, because my other one I made was about the same height as the earring holder. So this actually stands quite a bit above that, but that's fine. I have a lot of jewelry. So again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who subscribes to my channels and watches my videos, and I will see you in the next ones. Bye.